Hi, I'm Brian.
Hey, I'm Merisa.
And this is Human Coupling, the show about what it means to be human and being a couple. So whether you're married, divorced, dating, or don't know where you land, we're here to help.
Hey everyone, it's Merisa. Welcome to another episode of Human Coupling Podcast with myself and Brian over there.
Hey there, everybody. How's everybody doing out there in podcast land tonight?
Well, Podcastlandia is always lovely.
Yay!
So, yay! All right, enough of the sunshine and unicorns. Today's episode is about marriage and that amusement park ride that it always is, people.
I wonder if it's one of those fun amusement park rides, or is it one of those rides that you go on and it goes in circles and circles and circles till you puke?
I don't know. Let me stop. Anyway, it depends on what your marriage is like, right? Because
it's very true.
To each their own. Your wife might be nice, sweet, or crazy, but you still love her because she's good.
Or your husband might be the best guy ever. Or he might be a complete asshole, but you're still with him.
Exactly. That's why it's an amusement park ride. You get on, you buy your ticket, you pick.
Exactly.
You have your own experience, people. But it's all good because you know what? At the end of the day, you still love each other.
That's true. Very true.
Yes, so you're willing to go through it. It doesn't matter. You already paid, so what the hell? Let's go.
The interesting thing, this idea was brought to me by a favorite TV show of ours, so I just think it's really funny.
Of course, we like TV.
Right. You know, and it's an older TV show, but it's a lot of fun. And it's interesting when you see people that are just together, whether it's marriage, whether it's just a relationship, what have you, and they're in that honeymoon period, right? And all they want to do is give you advice on how to make your relationship work.
Oh, those dizzy motherfathers?
Better.
Yeah, forget those people. You don't listen to those idiots. They don't know what it's like yet. All right? They're at the part where they think it's going to be easy.
You've been together for 3 seconds. What the hell do you know? Exactly.
It's like, letting the secret out that, old Saint Nick there, he might not be real. You know what I'm saying? It's
exactly.
Just, you're holly, you're jolly, you think everything's great because you're getting presents all the time, but then, somebody ruins the party.
Yeah, when you're first together and you're laughing and you're having fun and you're going to the movies and you're dating and you're fucking all the time and you're doing all these things.
That sounds great.
Wonderful.
Oh my God.
Yay.
She still puts on matching underwear for me. Holy crap. What's that like?
Or wow, he shaves his pubes in a weird pattern just for me?
Oh my God.
How awesome is that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the honeymoon. That's the honeymoon, and it frickin' ends, and
what they should call it is the horny moon.
Yeah, it should be called the friggin' horny moon because you're hopped up on sex drugs and you're stupid.
Yeah, sex and love. They release the same amount of endorphins
I think they do.
Eating copious amounts of chocolate or doing some other type of illicit substances. You are literally high on love.
Of course, it feels
it's
good.
It's oxytocin, folks.
You feel so good. Everything is so nice. It's not about the bills, the kid, the cleaning, the cooking, the what do you want for dinner tonight? Oh my God.
The job, the responsibilities.
Oh my gosh.
The parties, the friends, the
mortgage. Don't forget the fucking mortgage. That comes up every month now, doesn't it?
All of that stuff, that hasn't even come into play yet. So if you were to think about marriage or relationship in terms of an amusement park, that would be the cool new Superman ride that just opened.
Fuck yeah.
And everybody wants to get on it because it's the coolest thing ever.
So that part right there is when you're online and you're anticipating everything and you're so happy and you're almost there and you're just up to the front and you're like, oh my God, this is going to be so fucking great.
Or when you walk into Disney World and you see that magical castle in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, holy crap, I've been transported
this is
to another world.
All that bull crap.
And it's wonderful.
Yeah, it tricks you into doing this shit. It's just like with babies. Babies are so cute and so sweet and so nice and they smell like baby. And then you get to the real part where they're tired and they're pissed off and they're screaming at you. You don't know how to make the little fucker shut up.
Just like I did, my terrible impression of a baby.
It's beautiful until shit hits the fan, people. That's all it is.
Yeah, and it has to be beautiful because
of course.
If it was shitty all the time, nobody would ever do it.
No one would ever get into a relationship if you are definitely like the people who are just like 15 or so years in and you're just fucking pissed off at that person all the time, but you still have sex with them because angry sex is fun. But still, no one would get in a relationship if every single day you come home, you're bitching about something, and she's like, what do you want for dinner? And he goes, I don't know. And you're like, well, fuck you. Why don't you help me? You know,
Yeah,
and
pretty
no
much.
one would get into a relationship if the real shit happens first.
See, the problem is many relationships, when you talk to these newbies, as I'll call them.
Oh, yeah, those sweet little sons of
relationships and
bitches.
marriages, it doesn't matter because it's all the same thing.
Of course.
Many new relationships, they're like, oh, we know more. We know how to handle that
Of
roller coaster ride
course
all the
they
time.
do.
No matter what happens, all you have to do is hold hands.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Holding hands is the
You
answer.
need to just look into each other's eyes and talk about your feelings.
Let's sit for 10 minutes and stare into each other's eyes.
No. When he lays
No.
down and he pulls the cover off of you on the cold ass night and he starts snoring and then he accidentally kicks you because he's sleeping and he's having a bad dream because his job is stressing him the fuck out. Yeah. No, I don't want to look into his eyes. I want to punch him in the face and wake him up. But you know, you don't because you're in love. So it's fine. You deal with it. You move over. You get your own blanket.
Or when she comes
what I
in the
do.
room after doing whatever she's doing all night and opens the door and turns on all the lights. And it's like,
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there and look in your. Shut the fuck up and go to
Exactly.
sleep.
The annoyance is real, people, and it's gonna happen, and it's okay because that's the part when you get on the ride and it's going up that fucking hill and it's coming. It's coming, goddammit. It's coming, and you know it's coming. You open the bill, it's like, what the fuck? What did you buy with your credit card? How much money do we owe for this stupid shit? What did you do here? When the hell
Why
did the
did you
water
spend
heater break?
$400 on your hair? What?
Exactly. That's when
What?
you're about to go down the fucking hill. Oh yeah. You're not gonna
You
be
paid
like,
how
"Woo,
much for Super Bowl
none of that."
tickets?
All that. "Woo,
What?
This is great. You're gonna be scared shitless of what's gonna happen next.
How much did that giant screen TV cost
Oh
us?
yeah, we're not gonna be able to pay our bills because you bought stupid shit, you idiot.
But don't worry because we have 0% interest for 3 years.
Oh yeah,
Then
I
what?
love those things, and people do dumb shit with those. Like, oh, you know, we don't have to pay it back until like 3 years, but you do realize it's a balloon payment
Yes.
during those 3 years when it comes. Like when it comes, it's a balloon payment, motherfucker, or
Exactly.
else. But you know how it is.
Well, that's a whole nother topic, and we don't really subscribe to a lot of those things, but those are just examples, really.
I've done dumb shit, but you know what the problem with us is? Like, we are
Super responsible.
annoyingly responsible. It's so
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
My family has been telling me that I've been an old lady since I was born. I'm too responsible. I'm always telling people, hey, don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. I've
Hey,
been
don't
doing
do that.
that
Be
since I
careful.
was 10. So I am Senorita Buzzkill. So this relationship works okay. And he ruins everything fun about like financial stuff. So we balance each other out. It's great.
Yeah, because being crippled is really, really expensive.
Yeah, when you have to get him a new seat cover, a stupid fucking seat cover that, oh, it just has a hole in it. Yeah, but if you keep it like that, the rip is going to get worse and it's going to sit because you're sitting on it all these
And that's
hours. You're going to
$100
sweat.
right there, $200.
Yeah, it's $100, $250, depending on where it's come from. Don't forget how long it's going to fucking take to get there, too. That's
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's always fun waiting. Oh, no, it'll be here in 3 weeks, dude. Don't worry about it. See? Things will come up.
Yeah,
so no,
it really does. It does.
in this relationship, you cannot party recluse like you want to. Yeah.
No.
There's no throwing caution to the wind and going on a European ski vacation.
So we were talking a little bit about roller coasters
Of
because that's the
course.
brand new roller coaster. What do you think the next ride in the marriage amusement park would be,
Well,
Marissa?
I would think that would just be the Tilt-A-Whirl. Duh.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Because we're disgusting like that, people. We're disgusting like that.
The
We
Tilt-A-Whirl.
think about those things. We don't even have to fucking finish the sentence. I know what that douchebag is thinking.
It's true. It's
disgusting.
really scary, but
Yesterday,
it's true.
we were in 2 different rooms, and he was watching something, and I was listening to it, and he had a thought. And he started to say the thought, and I finished it, and he was like, son of a bitch, how did you even know? I'm like, don't worry about it, man.
That's relationships, folks.
That's
And
that cool
that's a
stuff
marriage
you
of
want later.
two people that are together that are actually best friends in addition to being
Yeah,
married. And I don't
yeah.
want to sound corny and sappy, but it's true.
No,
we are
it's
best
okay.
friends.
I admit that we are nerds in love, and it is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay that our love sickens other people. It's okay.
It's actually fun.
Hook it up, homie. I mean, you know you want some of this. You want some of this crazy right here. You don't
Right.
understand why it works, but you know you want somebody that's crazy because it looks real appealing. It's okay.
It does.
It's all good.
When you're talking about marriage and you're thinking of it in forms of a tilt-a-whirl, for those
Hell
of you
yes.
who don't know what a tilt-a-whirl is, because different countries they don't call it that, it's kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
this.
Go on YouTube, damn it.
Yeah, it's kind of like this half
It's horrible.
thing that you sit in, kind of like a half. Looks almost like a golf cart that's cut in half, and the whole ride spins around in circles, and then the individual car also spins.
Exactly. And first it's really nice and slow, and they're playing the music that you like, and you're like, oh shoot, this is my stuff right here. You're just having fun. And then that motherfucker makes it go faster. And then it goes up that hill, up and down the hill, and then
It goes around,
when
spins.
when you think it's okay, that shit goes backwards. What the fuck? What happened? What happened?
And then the thing is, it's not just going in one circle, but the
Oh,
actual
yeah.
car itself spins.
Oh, yeah.
So you have
It's so
centrifugal
fun.
force matched with a little bit of a hill and a spinning around. So you don't know which way is up and which way is down, and that's
Exactly.
actually what starts to happen when you get into the real shit that is a relationship.
Of
Yes, that's a real
course.
technical term, folks. Real shit that is the relationship.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to see
That
that.
sounds real technical and like booky, right? Like that's like
Oh, I know.
that's like written down in a journal and shit.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
published
kind of
that.
funny because when it's like life. Like you think things are going well, you think they're
Oh, you
they're
do.
going great, and I mean, there's been a couple of bumps here and there. Maybe a new boss at work,
Of course.
or your hours change,
Yep.
or you have this big project you have to do,
More responsibility comes your way and you didn't know where the hell it came from. You know, things.
and you're thinking, well, maybe now's the time we can talk about having children and maybe have a house. You know, really do that wonderful thing, and then bam, 5 different things happen at once.
That's right.
You know, your job isn't as secure as you thought it would be. The promotion isn't what you thought it would be. You have people up your ass. You can't find a house that wouldn't cost you a ton of money even just to fix.
Exactly.
You have a couple of other things going on. You have some bills that came up, some student loan payments that got crazy, and now they've decided to raise the interest rate, and there's nothing you can do about it. And
Of
like,
course
holy
not.
crap!
It's just
now instead of $200 a month, I have $650 a month. And it's like, ooh,
Yep.
there goes that spinning tilt-a-whirl
There
again.
goes that backward shit that's making you dizzy. Okay,
And then
I
you're
want
like-
to get off.
Then you're like, should we try holding hands, looking into each other's eyes? Fuck that!
No, we're beyond that stage.
And so here's when the real challenges start to happen.
Of course.
Because these little bumps, these little bruises, these aren't like major holy crap kind of things. These are just the little tests that say, do you guys have what it takes to make it through?
Oh
Are
yeah,
you
that's
gonna-
the
because
fucked up part.
relationships and marriages in particular are not they're not a quick, drag race. They are a marathon. They are a triathlon. They are an Ironman. You need to be there for the long haul. And these little bumps and these little bruises, can we actually do it? Can we work with each other and make it work out? And the tilt-a-whirl type things are what's going to make it happen or not
Yeah.
happen. Wouldn't you agree, Marissa?
I totally agree. It's no more of that fun, sweet, slow merry-go-round
No.
with the beautiful views.
And then eventually, Marissa, when we're talking about the amusement park,
Oh, gosh.
eventually comes the hardest ride of them all. The haunted house.
Oh Lord.
All right?
Is that when everyone's family comes for a visit and they want to leave and they want to stay at your house?
It could be. Yeah, no, it could be. But
Is that the holidays? Holy crap.
No. That was a couple of other episodes that we did, but no.
That would be the holidays, the freaking haunted house, because some crazy shit always happens. You don't know why, but it's like, oh, this is scary. Okay.
So the haunted house is just life in general and the shit that can come up.
Yep, it's spooky. There you
And
go.
I don't know about you, but I fucking hate haunted houses.
I do not enjoy them because
People
you know
in
what?
wheelchairs and haunted
It sucks.
houses don't get along well.
Yeah,
They really
he
don't.
has to go in front because they don't want people to trip over him, so they make him go
And
in
people with
front.
cerebral palsy have terrible startle reflexes. It's really not a good thing.
Yeah, he's not the funnest person in a haunted
And I
house.
fucking hate them.
We did it for it was just one little fun thing, and he got all mad at me. I
I'm
just
like,
wanted to go.
nope.
See, that was the new part of our relationship where we didn't know each other yet, and I was like, "Oh, let's try this," and he's like, "Oh, fucking Christ, no problem, honey." They
Yeah.
fake shit for you. They know they can't do something or that they shouldn't, but they're like, "Oh, well, she's gonna be mad at me, and I should do this. This is a new thing. We should try." don't do it if you know you're not supposed to be freaking doing it.
So,
just don't do it.
Let's spin it around and take it out of the haunted house analogy. What would be one of those things that you'd say, from a woman's perspective in a heterosexual relationship? What would be one of those things that, all right, I'm going to try to do it, but I really don't want to do it, or I shouldn't, but I'm going to try anyway because I want to make them happy?
What would be something that I would do for you, or just in general?
Well, either way, because,
Well,
I mean...
let's put the example of a couple of weekends ago. When the Star Wars movie came out, I was like, okay, I'm not that full versed on all the new stuff. I only like the originals. Like, I'm like one of those people who are like, I don't want to change, blah, blah, blah. But I know
well, she didn't
how
even
much...
really know all the originals anyway.
I only know the original, and that's it. But I haven't watched it in such a long time, but I enjoy the franchise. But I didn't go to all the new stuff because everyone just kept saying that they sucked, and it's just annoying to listen to people bitch about it, so I just didn't go into it. So, as a nice treat, I was like, let's get the whole thing, and I will sit with you on the weekends and watch these movies and catch up with you, and we can discuss them. You know, we're doing something together as a couple, but it's mostly his hobby, but I'm trying to share that with him. So things like that I do for you all the time. Like even reading the Dresden Files series. I had no interest in it. I bought it for him because he loved the books. I had no interest in it, but you know what? I was like, he likes
read a few
these.
of them, though, I'll be honest.
I read them just to be a part of your world. I just sometimes don't feel that it's nice when people just separate themselves from their partner. So I try to do the little things that I know you love, so I at least know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but...
That helps, right?
Yes, that does, and that's very good. That's not exactly what I was talking about,
No, but
though.
it is. It's like, I really have no big interest in doing it, but you know what? I did it for you.
Right.
That is the example. I did it for you because I wanted to make you happy. That's why I did it. That's the question you asked me.
Yeah, but was there something that you did, or something that... You can even give an example that's not even just us. That you did it to make me happy, but you knew it wasn't a good idea. Like, I shouldn't have done that. That really wasn't for me, you know?
I mean, things like that happen, but I don't have any specific examples.
Yeah, not for us, really.
don't. Because we do things that, okay, I'm immersing myself into his hobby, but I still have a tiny bit of interest in that sort of genre. So it's okay with us, but I don't know any example where we just did it
The only thing that she loves to do, folks, that I try to learn, but I'm really bad at it, she loves to do hair and different things with hair. And
well, that's different.
I try to understand
it.
Like, she did a wonderful hairstyle this week, and I try to understand it, and she's showing me these things, and I'm like, I know you worked hard on it, I know it means a lot, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
Exactly.
I
so
have
it's no big
idea.
deal. It's no big... I don't expect you, a young Irish Catholic man...
Who's bald, by the way,
who's
folks?
bald,
I'm bald, yeah,
to know
yeah.
what a young black Caribbean woman wants to do with her hair. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Things like that are just us walking to the park together, just going, okay, this is nice, okay. And then that's it. You're just getting along.
Yeah,
That's it. It's like, you're cool too. Great. So
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah, we don't try to immerse ourselves in understanding when something is that weird, like hair. So I'm not going to do it.
When we're talking about the haunted house, also, to use that same analogy, as one of our final rides here in the amusement park.
Yes, one of our final amusement park rides.
That's the shit that happens that you're like, oh my God.
Yes, that's the stuff that
How am I going to
scares you.
deal with that? you know, like one or the other person gets really sick.
Oh, that's
or
always
hurt.
fun.
And it's not just like a cold that they can get over. I mean, really long-term sick. And that might be something that we deal with more as a couple with one person that has a disability than most people. But it's a big deal.
We've had a couple of scares there. When we were in Florida for that short period of time, he had a couple of falls, and he got so jacked up he couldn't move. He couldn't drive a car anymore. It was amazingly scary.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I figured out how to get around it and get myself fixed, but it was very, very scary.
We worked through it, but when it was happening, I can't tell you that I was in the happiest place in the world. So those kinds of things are scary.
And when we lived in Las Vegas, this was a good one. She lost her job and then wasn't working for 4 years.
That's
even though I had a good job at the time, my job was being threatened as well.
Yeah.
Because of the economy went south.
Yeah, and then in my situation, I had to kind of pretend to be just a person who stays at home and takes care of the family. And it was hard on me because I'm raised by a single parent who You work, you make money, you pay the bills, you get things done. Like, I'm not
Exactly.
used to somebody going, here's some money, go buy some stuff. It's, in my head, that was gross. I was so mad all the time.
So
That was
I
bad.
mean that's what I mean by the House of Horrors, because you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
the horrible things
what's
that
going to
happen.
happen and how you're going to deal with it. So
Oh, yeah.
many relationships, when they come into issues, when they come into problems, that's when it hits the wall.
Of course.
That's when they're like, you know, that's when it really takes a shift in mentality from I'm my own person who happens to be involved in this thing and they're their own person to a we situation.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to use the term we. The term we is the scariest thing in the House of Horrors ever.
Of
But
course.
when you're in a committed relationship, and moreover when you're in a marriage, when you're actually married, that individualism no longer exists. Everything you do affects the other person, good, bad, or indifferent. It is a we situation.
And if you want to bring
that-
it legally, you are a sole and joint entity
and
without
to some
both.
folks, that is the scariest thing in the House of Horrors.
Oh, yeah, you have to ask permission to buy big ticket items, folks, because if he doesn't sign off on it, you can't have it.
Isn't that fun?
It's awesome.
Well, wow, we are coming toward the end of our show here.
Yes, this was a fun ride. I might visit again, but I don't know.
You know, I know we only covered maybe 3 rides in the amusement park, and marriages and relationships can have hundreds of rides, but we
Of
just wanted to give you a
course.
little bit of a taste
You should think about your
of
own
marriage as
ride.
an amusement park.
Of course.
You know, and in my parting words here, I'd say, you know, there are lots of different rides in the amusement park. There's lots of different sections. There's lots of different things that are going to happen. But it's important, no matter what, no matter how crazy things get, no matter how silly things get, no matter how scary, no matter how funny, whatever it is, that you do it together. Everything you do is together. You work to support one another, because only through that support will you truly be able to understand what's going on. Like I always say, there's 3 entities in a relationship. There's you, there's the other person, and then there's the entity of the relationship. And unless the both of you work together, the entity of the relationship will not survive the scary House of Horrors. Wouldn't you agree, Marissa?
Oh, of course, because you know all that adrenaline is what's running in the haunted house, and your fight or flight comes into play, and you have to make sure that you're strong enough to stick it out, get
Exactly.
through. That's all I need to know, and that's all I want to say.
Okay.
Just stick it out. You can do this.
Yeah, you can.
I know. You have to try. I don't know what else to say. You have to just try. I
You
know
really
it's
just have-
annoying.
you have to work it through. You have
Yeah.
to try, and you gotta
just
make
gotta
mistakes.
give it a try.
You know what? When you try to knock down those bottles in the carnival game,
Yep.
it's gonna bounce off, and you're gonna say "fuck," but you know it actually will go down eventually.
Exactly. You'll get it. You'll get it. Or it's rigged and they're cheating and you're going to be fucked. But you know, you never know what'll happen. Just keep trying.
Exactly. So with those wonderful words of wisdom,
Yes.
that's all I have to say on the subject.
That's all I have to say also.
So,
Bye-bye now.
Hey out there in podcast land, it's Brian from The Couple. Do you want more of the laughter, love, and hijinks that is the Human Coupling Podcast? If so, like us on Facebook, friend us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, follow us on SoundCloud, follow us on Google+. Would you like to let us know how we're doing, or let us know how you're doing? Or do you have an idea for a show topic? If so, send us an email at humancoupling@gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye now.